Hi there, welcome back to my channel. This video I'm going to be talking about some axing rumours for Hollyoaks and talking about the dip in ratings. Alright, cool, and you guys can send me Q&A questions and video suggestions as always by going to either the About tab in the channel or just putting them in the comment section below. So yeah, there was an article released yesterday, I think it was from the Mirror or something like that. Leon sent me the link to it, so thank you Leon for doing that. I may have found it eventually, I don't know, but thank you for sending that to me anyway. Excuse me. So they talked a bit about Hollyoaks being in a crisis, right? And they said that because of the incidents that have been happening, the sacking of Stephanie Davis, who plays Sinead, I believe her name's Helen Pierce or something like that, the woman who plays Frankie Osborne. I know her name's at least Helen, I don't know about her surname. Um, she was unfortunately arrested for drink driving. Now, the difference between those two things is that Stephanie showed up to the set drunk and was unable to perform her work duties and turned up late and stuff. But Helen had her troubles offset, so it doesn't affect her job performance. So that's why they haven't sacked. Um, I believe her name is Helen. So that's why they haven't sacked her because it hasn't affected her. It was only once as well, I think. She was arrested for drink driving. I'm not sure at what speed she was going at or whatever. But yeah, that happened with her. You had there's been a dip in ratings. There's been as low as I think 400,000 views. I'm not sure if that's for the Channel 4 or the Channel 4 Plus One or the E4, the E4 Plus One, but one of those slots, one of the four slots, only had 400,000 viewers. But then it might have been like just one of the Plus One thing. I'm not sure which one it was, but one of the slots only got 400,000 views. And then James Sutton sent a tweet about Stephanie Davis saying something about the witch is dead or something like that, saying that he was basically happy. So maybe she did cause quite a lot of trouble on set. If someone like James Sutton, I think he's quite sarcastic and he jokes around a lot on that, and talks a bit about Liverpool and stuff like that. I don't follow his Twitter that closely, but I know he jokes a lot when he tweets and stuff like that. But I don't know much about that tweet in particular. But he said that about her, and then it said it was to do with Georgie leaving the show. That doesn't really make it a crisis. As just an actor leaving the show on her own accord, just like with Dylan, and just like I don't know if Jeremy Sheffield, who plays Patrick, I don't know if he left on his own accord or was written out of the show. I think he was a bit of both. I don't know, but Dylan. Let's just say Dylan and Teresa are leaving on their own accord, so that's not involving in the crisis. And I don't believe this to be a crisis because none of these issues, other than really maybe Stephanie, none of these issues have anything to do with the actual storylines. Because Helen getting drunk offset, that's not to do with the storyline. Stephanie, I can understand maybe that affecting it a little bit, but the actual on-screen episodes, that doesn't affect that. The ratings dip, that is a bit of a concern, but the 6 weeks of summer has just started, and then of course Teresa leaving the show, that has nothing to do with the episodes itself. That's just her leaving on her own accord. So whether I don't know if it's the Mirror specifically that have called this a crisis, but I don't see it as one because it has nothing to do with the actual episodes or the storyline with the show. It's just stuff that's happening offset, and it all happens to be happening at the same time. If these events were kind of spread around over, I don't know, a few weeks or a few months, there wouldn't be as much attention on it. But I found an article yesterday that the a Channel 4 spokesman, or so someone at Channel 4, like a boss or whatever at Channel 4, someone who's in charge, said that they're not cancelling Hollyoaks. It's not going to be cancelled, which is great, of course. Because he said it's still an important part of our schedule, it's still an important show to us, basically, that kind of thing, which is nice to hear. It's good to hear it's not going to get cancelled. I wasn't worried that it was going to. If fans were like really, really complaining about storylines and it was getting like I don't know, a few hundred views or something like that, that would be quite concerning. But if you guys didn't know, there's an American show called Under the Dome. I won't talk too much about this, but it only had 48,000 views, which is concerning. That is really bad. There's some YouTube videos that have had more views than that. But that was only for one episode, so I don't know what happened with that. Excuse me. But I wouldn't see this as a crisis, and I wouldn't worry too much, unless things really started getting bad and there was like on-set fights and things like that. Unless something like that happened, then it's maybe a bit of a concern. But I wouldn't worry too much. The show's doing well. The 6 weeks of summer is about to start, and then not too long after that, it's going to be the October birthday plans. So they're pretty much set for almost the rest of the year, with some like let's just call it normal episode times. Like your June, July, those kind of things. With July, of course, being part of the 6 weeks of summer. But I just wouldn't worry too much about it. The show's fine. It has dipped a lot in ratings, but I'm sure it'll go back up. We use Hollyoaks this year, of what I've seen, has only had about 800 to 900,000 views, maybe a million. So yeah, although it's gone down by half, it's not been happening for that long. And that was only for one slot. I don't think it's been consistently like that. But I'm not concerned. I'm not that worried. As long as Channel 4 themselves don't say that they're worried about it, then I'm not too worried, as I've said. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say for this video, guys. I wouldn't be worried about it. All the off-screen drama, let's just call it that, will settle down after a while. Sinead's character will leave. Georgia Potter will move on. Um, the thing with Helen, who plays Frankie, that's her own personal problem or whatever. That has nothing to do with the actual show. So I'm sure things will calm down and things will be fine. It's just all happened to have happened in the same amount of time, pretty much within a few weeks of each other. So yeah, that's all I have to say for this video, guys. If you like this video, please thumb it up. If you want to help support the channel, please share it, please favourite it. Subscribe here if you're new, sign up to and sign into YouTube. Tell your friends and family about this channel if they watch Hollyoaks. If they don't, then there's not too much point. But if you know anyone that watches Hollyoaks, share this channel. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you guys in the week for some more videos. I'd like some more video suggestions if you guys have any, and some more Q&A questions, of course. I haven't done a Q&A video for a little bit of time, although there was a time when I did like a week of them. So, things happen. But yeah, send me some Q&A questions if you have them. Don't hesitate, I won't make fun of you or anything like that. If I've already answered your question, then I'll just tell you I've already answered it, or, anything like that. But send me your video suggestions and your Q&A questions. Subscribe, like, share, favourite, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.